Brian, season tickets coming out, and we've tried to put some good prices out there again.
Yeah, I mean, we've frozen the majority of the prices. We have all the prices, but certainly no more expensive than it was last year. We've also looked at, obviously we streamlined it this time last year with some of the kids' prices to make it more attractive. We've had a look at it again this year, which we always should do. We've bounced off some of the guys in the Supporters Parliament as well. And hopefully what we've come up with is a good value for money. I certainly think the Shrewsbury season ticket is probably one of the best out there.
I suppose as well you got to look at it financially. It's a hard time for fans, but as a club as well, we have to take these sort of increases on board. But we've frozen it again.
Yeah, I mean, I think, probably in an ideal world we would all want to put the prices up because everything else is costing more money, and certainly the cost of League One football players and etc. As an example is more expensive than it was in League Two. But we have held it. We've held it again. And when you look at the prices of £12 odds for an adult per game, which and saving with so many games potentially free, it's good value for money.
You look around the leagues, and Bradford do an offer of about £150, whereby Wolves doing an offer whereby they'll refund part of your season ticket when it hits a certain price. But I guess as well, is that way up and balancing act?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, obviously the Bradford thing, they go on the basis that they'll sell 16,000 season tickets, which I can get why they do that. Obviously they do sell that kind of numbers as well, but we sold 3,000 last year. The slight risk factor for us financially is that if we went with that and reduced it even cheaper than it is just now, then would we get the monies back over the course of the season from that? And I'm not convinced we would, to be honest with you. I still do believe though that the value, that the cost of our season tickets, if you take the early bird, we've also stretched extended the deadline this year to the 15th of April. I will say we were not going to extend it we usually extend it every year, which to me has just been a bit nuts. We should have deadlines, and deadlines are there for a reason, so all the season tickets will go by the dates, but we have extended it. We've extended it to the 15th of April, which hopefully takes account of anybody who maybe gets monthly paid, gets paid on the 15th of the month. And we've also looked at the second tranche of prices is when the fixtures come out as well, because obviously people might say, well, I can't actually make this game and that game, but they can look at the fixtures and hopefully make the right decision. We've also got the option to spread the cost of the season tickets over 10 monthly instalments, and that's available online this year for the first time, so that makes life a lot easier, and we're trying to make it more user friendly for people to renew.
In simple terms, 33% of games for free, adult works out just over £12, under 8s are still free, 8 to 11s are £2 a game, and up to 18s are £4 a game, so not bad figures.
No, it's if you actually itemise it out, and obviously with our publicity that we're putting out, we now need to market that and make sure that everybody's aware of how cheap a Shrewsbury season ticket is and how good value it is. I mean, you're talking some of the kids' price. Some of the kids is under £2 to come for a season ticket, under £2 a game. I mean, what family activity can you do nowadays for under £2 for going to it? So,
and over the season as well, it's about ticket price offers as well, which we try to do. But it's that balancing act of the season ticket versus offers.
It's a fine line. Because obviously every time you do an offer it's impacting the season tickets. What we did last year also, which hopefully people remember, what we've done this season, is the couple of cup games against Fleetwood and Barnet. I was able to agree with the opposition, because it's a half K, that we would offer a slightly cheaper price for season ticket holders than non-season ticket holders, which obviously adds benefit to the season ticket for me going forward, and hopefully makes up for these offers like we have done for the Wimbledon game and the Bury game as well, that people actually who maybe a wee bit unhappy because you're a season ticket holder, but do you know what, well, hopefully you've got that back with the £3 saving on the tickets for the Barnet and Fleetwood FA Cup matches. But no, we'll always look to see if we can do offers. I mean, in an ideal world you would do, we need to try and get as many floating supporters back. The last time I looked, I think there was 2,500 adults who had been at a game, a couple of games last year, who haven't been back this year. So there's a great scope now that the team's doing a lot better, playing entertaining football. Obviously last night's game was a fantastic spectacle for everybody, and we got good numbers coming along last night despite the weather. I mean, the weather was atrocious, and and for the numbers that turned up on the night, they certainly got entertained.
I suppose as well for those last few games, people were looking to see if we're going to do any more offers. I guess it's all about weighing up the pros and cons.
Yeah, it's trying to. Obviously, we need to try and sell season tickets and make it good value. We don't want to ever take away from that. We always are very conscious of the season ticket holders when we do an offer. But I mean, we always look to see if there's ways that we can try and improve the attendance and try and encourage people. We have been putting posters around the pubs, shops, etc. around about the town, obviously to publicise the 12th man offer, and we're going to continue to do that. You know, our guys are out just now putting posters up round about the place to try and encourage the March fixtures that are coming in. So onwards and upwards.
I suppose another part of it, encouraging people to come, is having a look at the stadium and how we can improve things. One thing that people may have noticed last night was the start of some lighting along Super Blues Way.
Yeah, it's been obviously mentioned at a number of supporters parliament meetings since I came here a year ago about the lack of lighting for night games. So I've got to say we're very grateful to the support of Chris Smith and the Super Blues, who have funded this. We managed to save some money by doing it a certain way and buying direct from the supplier and the material and getting the work done. So hopefully those who were attending the game last night, you know, probably pre and post match, will felt that they had a bit of light going along Super Blues Way. It's not the perfectly lit path that perhaps we would all want, but at the end of the day, it's some light in that area, and it's 100 times better than it was before.
The other thing, toilet seats, little things in the background, still looking at options and still trying to see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, the toilet seats is quite a difficult one. I've obviously been speaking to the manufacturer of the original toilet seats to see if there is something that can be done. But yeah, we're looking at solutions just now to see if there's some kind of middle ground that we can get to that could perhaps provide a solution to it.